So April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. We have Lois and Martha here from CASA just to share about how vital it is for abused children to have support. So ladies, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Lois, you're actually with the Kansas side of CASA and Martha on the Missouri side.
That's
so
right.
I know we hear these terrible, horrible cases that we have here on the news, but so much more is happening. Lois, let's start with you about what's going on in Kansas.
Well, the numbers of children who've been abused or neglected are growing rapidly and have for the past few years in Kansas. In Johnson and Wyandotte counties, we have over 1,500 children who come into the court system every year because of abuse or neglect. And we're, CASA volunteers are able to help about 400 of those children. So this month is a great time to bring awareness of abuse in our community, as well as to reach out and ask people to consider becoming a volunteer.
Martha, what are some of those kinds of abuses that we're talking about that children face, and how old are these kids?
When we talk about abuse and neglect, we're talking about children from birth all the way up to 18 or 21. So we're talking about kids all across the spectrum. The most horrendous cases of abuse are the ones you see on the news. Kids who are burnt, who are locked in closets, who are sexually abused. But there's also a substantial amount of neglect that's caused by poverty and by substance abuse. Kids who don't have the proper clothes, who aren't sent to school, who are neglected for their medical needs. So there is a wide range of things that happen to children, from the most horrific to the simple and the straightforward, but intolerable for children.
Yeah, it's so hard to really hear about that. But then there are these amazing volunteers who swoop in and really wrap their arms and hug these children who need it desperately. So tell us about what your volunteers are doing, and I know we need more.
Right. CASA volunteers, with the support of agency staff, provide critical information to the judges, helping them to make more informed decisions about where the children should live and what kind of medical, educational, or therapeutic services they need. So they meet with these children one-on-one on a regular basis, get to know how they're doing, just, you know, play games and different activities so that they can learn about that child and talk with others who have that information to give to the judge. That makes all the difference in the world for those kids.
And they're really able to reach in and actually provide some immediate support to access those services, is that right?
Absolutely. CASA volunteers are the only volunteers who are empowered by a judge to stand up for the children's best interests, both in court and in the community. There's a new study just released that shows that the #1 variable that shows that children can survive trauma is the presence of a consistent, caring adult in their lives. That person can be their CASA volunteer.
Wow, so that's who we're looking for. Now there's a breakfast and a lunch. Ladies, tell us about that.
Well, in Kansas, we're having a lunch tomorrow. It's April 2nd at the Ritz Charles. It starts at 11:30. And if anyone is interested in coming, you can go to KSHB and sign up. You can also text to give. You can text Give Hope 15 to 24700, and that would be another way if you're not able to attend.
So that's the lunch, and then the breakfast?
The Jackson County CASA Light of Hope Breakfast is going to be on Thursday, April 16th. At the Sheraton Crown Center. It is the largest fundraising breakfast in Kansas City. We'll have more than 1,200 people there. Anyone who goes to KSHB can sign up. It's a free breakfast, just like a free lunch on the Kansas side, but we do ask for donations when people get there.
Well, you know what? It takes money and it takes the love of caring volunteers, so we need both, and hopefully you'll get out there and help CASA. Thanks so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you.